thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do a pick a card reading, and it is what kind of messages or guidance, like what should I do in regards to my love situation, my work situation, or my finance situation. Okay, so what should I do with my love situation, work situation, and finance situation? So all the ones on the bottom are finance, all the ones on the right is work, and all the ones on the left is love. So I have 4 different piles. So if any of the piles resonate with you the most, you can choose that pile, but you can also choose specific situations. So like if you feel like love, you resonate with more like in the pile number 1, you can just listen to the love situation in life, like what you should do in pile number 1, and then finance, maybe 4 resonate with you, so then you can listen to the finance section for pile number 4. So you can pick and choose, or you can listen to the whole thing, whichever works for you or resonates, whichever ones resonate with you the most. And so let's see, I will put all of the timestamps below, and I will separate them out, so then you can you can listen to the whole thing, which I encourage you to, but you can also pick and choose to the ones that you resonate with you the most. Okay. So there's 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I totally like swallowed wrong. All right, so I will start with pile number 1. So, and like I said, all of the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, so for pile number 1, we are going to see, this is your love situation, and you got the Strength card. All right, so for pile number 1's love situation, what are some messages and what should you do? And we'll start with people who are looking, so you're single and you're looking for a relationship. Okay, so what you should do. I think for pile number 1, I think there's going to be a new person coming into your life very soon, but the only thing is you want to, maybe you're resisting it a little bit. Okay, you're being really subjective. Maybe you don't think this person is your ideal partner. Okay, so maybe there's something in that person that you don't like, and so you think, okay, this is not the person, I don't want them. But you should actually try, like, have an open mind and try to, give them a few chances, go on a date and see, and find out a little bit more about this person. Okay, and it's actually somebody that you will like. Okay, if you find out more about them, and it is a relationship worth putting in a little bit of effort for. Okay, it's just that at the very beginning you might not like them as much. There's maybe things appearance wise, or maybe there's little things that they did kind of annoyed you, but if you get to know them, sorry, I think I moved the camera. If you get to know them a little bit more, you might like them. It's something that's gonna start slow. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of time and patience, and I think you will like this person that's coming into your lives. Okay, so I think for pile number 1 who are single, it's not that you don't have anyone, it's just maybe you're being a little picky. I don't want to say picky. Okay, I think sometimes we get a little bit more subjective, and we immediately shut down opportunities coming our way because of some very little things. But maybe you should give it a try. Okay, so that's the suggestion for pile number 1 who are single and looking for a relationship. And if you are in a relationship, I think right now your relationship is pretty stable, and if you want, I actually think this is a great card, you know what I mean? So I think if you are in a relationship right now and you're thinking like what you should do, I actually think it's just that maybe you think it's getting a little bit like too not enough passion or something like that, okay? Because just it's going into that stable phase now. So if what you want to do is maybe you can just try to find ways to, and I think you, the one that's watching the video, the avivs watching the video, maybe you can put in a little bit more effort, as in like to rekindle that passion again, okay? Think of things that you guys used to do but you don't do it anymore, and so try that a little bit, and I think you guys will find that passion back again, okay? And I think people who are, say, if you are, you know, in an argument and you guys are not talking or something like that, and no communication or something like that, I think what you should do is actually, you should have a little bit more patience. And this is like, look at this girl like taming the beast, okay? So like you can't use force to tame the beast. You're gonna have to use a little bit of skill. And so if you are in no communication right now, like because you guys fought or something like that, maybe you should try to avoid being too aggressive. You be gentle and you be in a caring way, and try to solve the problem with more skill instead of just arguing your way through it, okay? Because obviously arguing did not work, right? And so you're gonna have to find a different way to actually solve the problem that you guys are facing. So and I think the gentler, more caring way is the way to go, okay? So because you can't use force with somebody who's already who's even more forceful, right? So you want to use like a different way. And as for people who are looking to reconciliate with your, like you want to get back with your ex, it actually, you actually have a lot of, there is a chance for you guys to come back together, okay? There is a chance to come. It's a really good card. There's like, look at the infinity symbol, right? So, and then plus it's upright. So I think there's a lot of, there's still potential for you to get back together. And there's actually still things that you guys can do to make your relationship better. So it's not like completely hopeless, okay? You know, maybe try to see if this person, as I was gonna say, if you haven't tried already, that you should maybe try to make the first move to contact the person. And as I was gonna say that, a phone call came in and disrupted the video recording, but it's like a sign, okay, that maybe if you have not heard back from the person and you are looking to reconcile, maybe you can make that first move to contact. Or if you don't want to, or not that you don't want to, or you've been contacting them, then maybe you just need a little bit more patience, and maybe you'll be getting a message soon, okay, from this person, just because, you know, the phone call interrupted our video, and I feel like that's a sign. Okay, so for pile number 1, your love situation, looking to reconcile, I think there's still a chance to come back, you know, for your ex to come back, or, you know, you guys to come back together and reconciliate. So there is that chance for sure. It's just that, you know, you don't want to give up the hope already. You can think of ways to mend the situation and the relationship, okay? there's things that you guys can still work on together. And so just maybe you should communicate it a little bit, okay, and figure out what you guys can do, and if the person still feels the same about you, okay, because it feels like maybe the other person still miss you a lot. Okay, all right, so that's for the pile number one's love situation. And let's take a look at the work situation. And for the work situation, we got Six of Pentacles. I think for your work situation right now, it's actually not too bad, because you got the the Six of Pentacles, give and take, okay? And look at this, there's like a balance right here, can you see? And then the other person is giving. So like it's about balance, okay? I feel for your work situation, and not just that you should only take, okay? So maybe if you received help before from other people, maybe now it's time to give back, okay? And if you've been giving a lot of help to other people and now you're experiencing problems and stuff like that, so now it's time for them to give back to you, okay? So you can ask them for help, and I think people will be very happy to help you, okay, to return that favor that you did for them before. I think if you are experiencing some kind of trouble at work, maybe you should plan, like consider all of the benefits, all of the advantages of doing it a certain way, and then all of the disadvantage of doing it another way, okay? So just have to calculate it, do a very calculated risk or calculated plan of action, like what you should do, what would benefit you the most, and then take action, okay? So it's about being more cautious and then planning out things first, and then also it is work, so it is about compensation, it's about money, so you should think about like what benefits you the most, okay? Of course you don't want to harm other people, and you still want to give and receive at the same time, okay, with other people. But if if you're facing some kind of challenge or something like that, or a decision that you can't make, then maybe try to list out all of the good things and the bad things, and then of each of the decisions that you want to make, and then make that final decision, and then also have like a good plan of action, step-by-step plan of action, okay? Because this is a pentacle, it's a slow moving energy, it's about caution, it's about balance, okay? So you don't want to do things more impetuously, without thinking, and then help people along the way if they need help, and then people will give you help back, okay? And so I think you've been a really good person. So really, like, if you need help, I think you don't have to fear that people will reject you. You'll definitely receive the help that you want. It's just asking the right person for help, right? And I think your boss is, really think you're very important, and they really like your work. So there is a lot of I think at your workplace right now, there's still a lot of things that you can learn from your supervisor or boss or manager, and there's still things that you can learn from at the company, at your position. So I don't think it's the right time if you're thinking about moving to a different company, okay? There's chances of getting higher pay and even a promotion. So I think if you are thinking of moving to another company because oh my god, this company, there's so much work or something like that, maybe see it as a way to learn, to accumulate your skills, okay, instead of skipping to different places every time you hit a hardship. Try to overcome the obstacle instead of trying to avoid it, okay? And if you are thinking about moving to a different, you're already in the process of trying to find a different job already, because of whatever reason, I think you will be able to find a job that you like very soon, and this job is going to be something that you've been wanting for the longest time. So I feel like the only reason if you want to switch job is because I would recommend if you're another job that you're seeking is the same type of company or same type of like skill set type of company, then maybe you should stay at the current one. But if you're trying to go into a completely new field or something like that, or if you are trying to get a raise or a promotion, and so you're looking for like different opportunities, if that is the case, then I think you will be able to get that new opportunity come into your way soon, and you will get your desired position or compensation. Okay, and the compensation and the position will match your skill set, so you will get it's a very equal, just opportunity. Okay, so whatever amount that you can give, they will give you that equal amount back with compensation or position. Okay, so let's see and that's in regards to your work situation. And I guess I'll cover a little bit about school if you're a student, still a student. It's the same thing. It's about however much effort you put into something, you'll get that much back. Okay, so if you have not been working very hard, then you can't expect to get a lot of back. So it's like you reap what you sow kind of thing. It's, even though that's more like about karma, but it's the same thing about give and take, right? If you've been giving a lot, people will be happy to give back to you, right? And so if you've been putting a lot of effort, you will see it with like a higher grade or better, people, your teacher value you more, giving you a higher grade, that kind of thing. All right, so that's for pile number 1, and it's work situation. Now the finance situation for pile number 1. We got the 7 of Wands in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. So in regards to your finance situation right now, I think you are hitting a little bit of a problem right now with your finance situation. But the only thing is that I don't think anybody could help you with your situation. Okay, you have to and feel, because it's a 7 of Wands, so it's not just like one thing. There's probably a few different problems that you need to solve. Okay, and this is about like defending yourself. Like, look at this person like trying to defend all these other people, right? And having a reverse, it still has that meaning of like you can't rely on other people to come in to rescue you, okay, with your finance situation. You kind of have to figure it out on your own, and then, resolve each of the problems. Maybe the one that is most urgent, okay, you're going to fix that one first, and then prioritize the problems, and then resolve each of the problems, in order. Okay, and I think you can ask for help from other people, but you're still going to have to be the one that's going to resolve this. Okay, I don't think anybody will be able to help you with it. So if you're, for example, if you are like a spender, so obviously nobody else can help you with that, right? You have to have that willpower to not spend on things that you don't need. That was just an example, but things that other people can't really help you, okay, with, or like if you always spend money that you don't have, then maybe you should. Other people can't really help you. You can't. I mean, they could lend you money, but that's like, how often can you do that, right? And so the only way that you can do it is maybe you should cut up all of your credit cards and not use them anymore, so so that you can only spend it with cash, in debit card. So however much money that you have in the bank or on you in your wallet, that's how much money that you can spend. Okay, so that is a way of dealing it, and there's no other people can help you, because even if you go out shopping with other people, they could be like, no, don't buy it, I don't think I don't think you need it and all that stuff. But if you really want to buy it, you will do it anyways. So like, other people can't really help you. They can try, but it's still up to you to I guess like to save yourself, I guess. So as in regards to like investment and stuff like that, I think right now you don't want to invest. Okay, this is not the good timing to invest. In fact, right now, maybe you see signs of like this item that you really want to invest in is not the good time, and it's probably going down, and so perhaps you should cut your loss, and just, if you're investing in stocks and that stock is not doing so great and you keep hoping that it's going to come back up, maybe it's time to cut your loss and just take out whatever money that you have left in there and just call it and invest in something else that's better. Okay, so I think if the longer you wait, the bigger loss that you might be experiencing. Okay, so you need to be more decisive. Okay, and in regards to your investment. So and if you're looking into investing right now, I think right now is probably not the best time. Okay, and plus you might have to defend a lot of things. Okay, people are telling you all kinds of, you're getting advices from all kinds of things, and so like it's just too much. Okay, it's too complicated right now, so I don't think right now is the best time. Maybe you should wait a little bit. Okay, observe, and then wait for the right timing to get back into the game. Okay, so that's in regards to investment and what you should do for pile number 1. And so that's it. Let me know how this resonates with you, and leaving in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel or my video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. So for pile number 2, we have, in your love life situation, what you should do. We have the World upright. Nice. So if you are single and you are looking into getting into a relationship, I think getting the World card is an awesome card, because that means like, I think you will be meeting somebody soon. Okay, and this person is going to be very well-rounded, very well-traveled, very knowledgeable. It might even be of somebody that's from a different culture than you are. Okay, whatever it is, this is a great person. Okay, it's gonna meet most of your requirements, that what you are looking in a partner. Okay, and a relationship, and they're well-traveled. Okay, it might even through like maybe social media or like online or internet, because it's the globe, right? This person is pretty international. If it's not from a different culture, it's just that this person is very cultured. Okay, about different cultures and that kind of things. And so you're gonna look up to them, I think. So again, they're gonna fit a lot of your requirements, and it's a really good opportunity. And it could be somebody that you already know, or but it could be a completely new person. So it's somebody that is going to be in your social circle already, or again, it could be somebody completely new as well. So if somebody in your social circle, there's no such person, then most likely it'll be somebody new. All right. So, but if there's somebody that's you're eyeing on already, that might be the person. Okay. So maybe you guys can find out more about each other and see if there's potential of developing into a relationship. And so for people who are in a relationship right now, I think this is the last card in the major arcana. Okay, so right now I think you guys, everything is going great for you, and I think you guys is probably planning on the next step, okay, in your relationship. And that could be, if you're boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe you guys are planning to get married. If you guys are married already, maybe you're planning to have kids. Okay, so it's the next step in your life. Okay, so it's a major thing, it's going to like a life-changing event. Okay, so getting married or having kids, that's a major event in your life, right? It's going to be a life-changing thing. So but it's definitely going into a good, it's brighter future, a good things that you want to have, like, to go. And I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like a good thing. It's a good card, okay? All right, so for people who are, if maybe you are in no communication right now, I think, I actually don't think it's possible, okay? Because if you're in no communication, I guess if you're in no communication, you or your person are probably still spying on each other, okay, over the internet or something. Or you might have other friends in your social circle that they will still get information about you. So like, even if you're in no communication, or if you guys are, fought and not talking to each other or something like that, so you're not really broken up, but you're not talking to each other. I think it's just you guys, there's still a chance of getting back together, okay? Because it's because there's still like the love is still there. I think you guys are tied up too much, okay? Like, your social circles are probably intertwined. You guys are very, very like into each other's lives, into each other's world. So it's very hard for the two of you to be separated, okay? And so whether you guys are like in no communication, which is with this card, it doesn't look like it, okay? But if you are, then I think it's by your choice, okay? Or I feel like it's probably the avivs that's watching the video that you don't want to communicate with the other person. The other person probably, most likely, still like, looking you up or finding your information through friends and your common social circle, okay? But it's just the thing. So for people who are looking to get back with their exes, I think you guys will be able to do it. It's just that you will need to find a different way to, make the thing work again, okay? Because it's a circle, and to fulfill that circle, okay? And I mean, you guys have all of the elements that you needed, okay, to make the relationship work. It's just that the two of you need to work on this common goal together, okay? So it's not one person working on it a little bit more than the other person. It needs to be the two of you working together. So again, I guess if you guys are not talking, then you want to be able to communicate what you want and how you want to do it, okay? It's the two of you are actually complement each other really well. So if you can resolve this problem or obstacle that you're facing, which I really don't think with the World card is that big of a difference, but that big of a problem. But I guess a problem could be because if you guys are from different culture, it could be a cultural difference or something, and that's something that you guys need to talk it out and resolve, okay? If you can get rid of this obstacle, I think you guys will be able to reach the next level in your relationship, okay? So let's see for pile number 2's work situation. You got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I think your works right now, probably the things that you have to do, there's just a lot of things that you have to deal with right now. And then it just feels like some of them, it seems unnecessary to you, but you still have to, you know, do it, okay? And you don't feel like completely satisfied, because this is about satisfaction, right? And getting the, you know, like the compensation that you wanted. So you don't feel like completely satisfied, and you feel like a lot of things are unnecessary, but because you're being told to do something, then you're like, okay, fine, I have to do it. So it's more like I have to, not out of your own willingness to do it. So if you are, so what you should do with your work situation, if you're hitting some kind of an obstacle right now, I think you should just do the things that you were told to do and do it step by step, okay? Again, it's a pentacle card. It's a slow moving energy. It's very earthy energy. So that means like you should do it with caution. You should do it analytically, okay? Try not to put too much emotion into it. It's just very, very logical, or not logical, but just practical, okay? Just do things without involving a lot of like emotions, okay? Just do it as you're told, and do it in with caution, and try to analyze the situation, and then do it as planned. That will be the best way, okay? And then you want to keep a clear mind, and knowing where you're going. So like have a clear goal, okay? And so then you won't be like, if people throw things into your way, like trying to block you from like accomplishing your goal, you won't be distracted by it, okay? You'll be able to know how, like a good SOP, like, okay, so when this obstacle comes in, then what should I do to get rid of it, okay? And then you just keep going into reaching that goal that you're looking for to get to. And I think right now at your work situation, everybody is almost looking out for themselves only, and they're not looking to collaborate, okay? And so like I feel like in order to resolve this problem, maybe you need to be the one to initiate, okay? And see if anyone needs help and that kind of thing, because teamwork is really important. I think in a work situation, you can't do everything on your own unless you're a tarot reader like me. You can do it all on your own, okay? Or YouTuber or something. But even that, I think in the world, a lot of things requires teamwork, okay? So if people is just looking out for their own benefit, looking out just to do whatever benefits them and nothing else, and nothing more, it's just a very selfish way. And I think even if other people are like that, again, you can't change what other people are like, but you can change yourself, right? So if other people are like that, maybe you can take the initiative to show what it should be like, okay? To work as a team, to work as to collaborate, and hopefully other people will catch on, okay? And again, you want to do it with caution and very practical and logical, and not to get too emotional about it, okay? Because when things get really complicated is when you get too emotional, okay? And you take things too personal, or other people take things too personal. And so you just want to put that all aside and just focus on the work and collaborate, and deal with the things at hand, and not put too much emotions into it, or blaming people and that kind of things. I think at your current job, there is a chance of having like a pretty good future or brighter future at this current job, but but at the same time, it might seem too idealistic, okay? So maybe you need to analyze the situation more and see if you can actually achieve what you want to achieve at this company, okay? Because if you after like all careful calculation and that kind of things, and this company is not really what you wanted, then maybe you can look for another job that will fit, what you want to achieve, like your dreams, and what fulfills you, okay? So then that's when you can look for that job that give you a more satisfied, okay, like compensation wise, or like future wise, okay, promotion, like higher ranks or whatever, if that is what you wanted, okay? I think right now, if you are in the middle of trying to change to a new job, you again, this is a pentacle, so you want to be able to, and it's coming in reverse, right? So you want to again use a lot of caution and analyze that company, and even if they give you a lot of money, nothing is free, okay, in the world. If they offer you like ridiculously awesome benefits, then maybe you really need to look deeper into why they are offering you that great of an opportunity. Not that you're not worth it, but sometimes there's you just need to watch out. Like it could be scammy, or there could be responsibilities that you did not foresee, okay? Again, I guess we'll quote Spider-Man movie, with great ability comes great responsibility, or vice versa, whatever that is. And so I think that applies to work, with greater pay, there's more responsibility, okay? Longer working hours even. So weigh it out and see if that satisfies you, if that's really what you want, and just don't impetuously or blindly accepting a job offer because they give you a higher pay or because of the benefits, okay? You really need to see if that will satisfy you, okay, fulfill you, and maybe ask around if you need to, if you do know people who are working in that company, if they like it or not, and then make your decision, okay? Just use a lot of caution. I feel like having the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is just about caution, and be very, very careful when you decide and do anything. So for pile number 2, in regards to your finance situation, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Right now, for pile number 2, your finance situation, it's just because we have the Five of Cups, right? So it's about disappointment. Having it reversed doesn't mean that, the disappointment is gone. I just think that with your finance situation, this problem that you're experiencing right now, I think there's probably nothing else that you can do, okay? Because look, the water is spilled. If it's spilled, it's spilled. You cannot collect it back into the cup anymore, okay? So it just means that you can't run away from the situation, okay? So what's done cannot be undone, okay? So what you need to do is actually, instead of running away from it, you need to face it, okay? And the worst case scenario is you're just gonna have to start over, and hopefully whatever money that you lost, okay, is not a huge amount where it's gonna be causing problems for you, okay? To get past everyday life and that kind of things, okay? But I think what you need to do is you actually should learn from the experience, okay? And you need to get out of this really like sad, disappointed, I guess, feeling or situation. If it's about like, you lent your money to a friend and then they just like ran away with your money, then now you know, like, when you lend out money, you should, this is the thing. If I lend out money to people, I would expect that money is going to be lost forever. If they give it back to you, that's like, oh my God, okay, you're a friend that is worth keeping. But, anytime it involves money, it just means that you're testing humanity, okay? And so you're gonna consider that friend lost. If I just don't think people should ask other people for like monetary help. I mean, unless it's like absolutely last resort, and especially if it's a large amount of money. And if something that you can do, then of course, by all means, help them. But I really think anytime there's money involved, definitely, the relationship that you have before are not pure anymore, right? And so, and if the person, take advantage of your trust and run away with your money, then that's even worse. That's like a really big damage, okay, to your trust in humanity or human value or whatever, your friends or in the future and that kind of things. But anyways, so whatever like finance situation you're facing right now, even if it's with investments too, if you invested in something, hopefully it's not all of the money that you have, okay, because you're not supposed to invest all of the money that you have, and you should always save a little bit for emergency case and all that stuff. So like the investment money that you invested, probably the situation, it's at its worst right now. And so maybe you should cut your loss, okay, and learn from that experience, and then just start over again and learn from the experience. I think the main point is over here that you should just learn from the experience and let it go, okay? You can't indulge in this energy the whole time, because that is just not good energy to be indulged in forever and ever. I mean, you can experience that, because I don't think anyone should just like ignore whatever they're feeling, because that's just not right, okay? We all have all kinds of feelings, and you need to feel it completely, okay, and fully 100%. And then once you do that, and then give it a little time, and then come out of it, okay, and then start over again. And then so I mean, yeah, so that is the the suggestion for your finance situation right now. Just learn from the experience, and then start over, and learn to let it go and learn from that experience, okay? So that's what I see for pile number 2. Let me know how this resonated with you by leaving in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel and to my video. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. So for pile number 3, the first one, we have, in your love situation, we have the Queen of Swords, but in reverse. All right, let's see what that means. Queen of Swords. So for people who are looking for a relationship right now, because you're single, and so with the Queen of Swords coming in reverse, I think right now at this moment, it's a little bit difficult, okay, for you to keep a really good relationship with whoever, your opposite sex or same sex, whichever you prefer. The reason being, okay, I think there is some kind of okay, so you need to control your temper a little bit, okay? So Queen of Swords, when it's upright, it's this person's very sharp, okay, very witty. They speak their mind, and they're very to the point, okay? And having a reverse doesn't mean you'll that you're not that, okay? But it could mean, so how should I say it? Okay, so you could be a little wishy-washy. So you're the completely opposite, having this reverse. You could be the complete opposite. Or you can be the extreme, okay? The other extreme of Queen of Swords, where you're like now way too cutthroat, way too sharp, okay? You don't give anybody, you say things really, really hurtful, and people like are like, whoa. And I mean, you think it's funny, but like to other people it may not be, okay? So it could be either of that. So just take what resonate with you. You know what, what people, probably a lot of people say about you with your personality, right? So there's some things in your personality that you need to actually change, okay? In order to attract the right people into you, because otherwise people are okay with hanging out with you for a short while, but they can't be in your company for a very long time, okay? So yeah, I'm trying to put it in the nicest way possible. I think you're a great person. I think you're probably really funny, okay? But it's just that sometimes other people take it very personal, and they don't get that kind of humor, okay? So it's not that, you want to change yourself. Of course, people should love you for who you are, but there's some things that we can always, become better, right? Better at. So because of that, I think right now, the chance of meeting somebody new to get out of like your singleness is a little bit difficult, okay? So this is just your current energy. Maybe you're just very, very like harsh right now, okay? So just try to be a little bit of with a little bit more sensibility, okay? Maybe hold your tongue a little bit more sometimes if you really want to say something, but you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna hold that, okay? It's gonna be really difficult for you, but see if that does anything, okay? See if that does anything. See if anything improves from that, okay? But I mean, besides that, it's really your temper preventing people from getting close to you, okay? So I think everything else of you is great, okay? Because you're a queen. It's just, that little thing in your personality with your temper, you might want to watch out a little bit, okay? And then you can draw the right people into your life. So that's for the single people. And if you are in a relationship right now, again, I think both of you, it may look like you guys are very peaceful, everything looks okay, but deep down inside, you guys are trying to take advantage of each other, okay? Maybe consciously or unconsciously, you're being more calculating. Okay, so this is how much I'm giving you, so you should give the same amount back. So very, very like, it's like this hidden competitiveness, okay, underneath, okay? So even though you guys are in a relationship right now, things may seem okay, but I think the communication, because this is about communication, about thoughts and all that stuff, might not be that great. Both of you are not speaking what you're really thinking about, okay? So I feel like you want to be more honest with each other. And yeah. So, and then if you guys are maybe if you guys are, fighting or something, fighting about something, then I think you want to maybe try to think of ways to resolve it, but it will take a longer time than usual to mend the relationship this time, okay? Because this is coming in reverse. Queen of Swords, usually it's a quicker energy. Now it's coming in reverse, so there's gonna be a delay, okay, in the mending of the relationship. And also, if you've said something when you guys fought, okay, because it's the Queen of Swords, you might say something that's super hurtful. And, you know, again, what's done cannot be undone. What's said cannot be unsaid. Whenever you guys, when people fight, it's strongly recommended never say things that you think you're gonna regret later, right? But if you did, now that's why it's gonna take a really long time to mend as well, because even if you don't mean it, if you said it, you must mean it to some people, right? And if because you guys are fighting and then you said let's just break up, okay, so even that kind of you know, things that if you or the other person said it, it's going to be most likely, it's like, okay, I guess we're done. And you know, by saying that, now, you know, if you want to try to get back together, it's going to take a longer time to heal that wound, okay? I think sometimes, you know, not physical violence is violent, not just physical violence is violence, verbal violence is violence, okay? And so and sometimes what we say is sharper and hurts more than actually just physical violence, you know? And so and it takes longer time to heal, you know, with these sharp words and things we say. So for people who are looking to reconciliate with their exes, with this coming in with the Queen of Swords coming in reverse, I think it's you might be able to, you know, be friends still, but getting back together like lovers is going to be very difficult, okay? It's going to be difficult. At least for now, it's going to be very, very difficult. Again, it could be because the things that you've said, okay? It's going to take a long time for that wound to heal. So maybe that's what you need to learn, you know, to not do that anymore, because sometimes we need to do it once to realize that's, oh my God, the consequence is not something that we are ready to accept, okay? Okay, so that's that. I really don't want to be the bearer of like the bad news or something like that, because we're talking about what you can do to, you know, make the situation better. So I think at least this is the current energy right now, okay? So give it a little time. I would say at least 6 months, okay? Usually I would be like, 1 to 6 months, but no, I think having, you know, something that's like being hurt or something like that, it's probably going to take a while. So I would give it at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and see if, you know, things can get better. So that's that. Let's see for pile number 3's your work situation. With that, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. I think for pile number 3's, at your current work situation, there could be something that just like something came up unexpectedly, something out of your control that you didn't think was gonna happen, and now things are a little bit out of control, not as planned, okay? But you still have the courage to face it, to resolve it, okay? And what you can do is, you're a very charismatic person, okay? You have everything that you need to resolve this question, or this obstacle, this problem. The solution, okay? The solution may not be like a traditional solution, okay? Obviously, it's something that you did not plan. So like think outside of the box a little bit, okay? Because this person is holding a globe. So think more broadly, okay? Think more outside of the box, and you might be able to resolve this problem unexpectedly as well, okay? It's with, you know, unconventional way of solving a problem that you did not foresee, and I think you have that ability to do it, okay? right now, if you're looking to ask people for help, I don't think it's the best way, it's best time, to ask for help. I think you probably want to do things on your own independently. You might get a better result, okay? I think other people might just drag you down. Yeah. And make things worse even, okay? And perhaps your supervisor and manager are probably not the best one to help you with the situation too. They only see the good things in things, and then when there's problems, they'll be like, okay, now you have to deal with it. You're gonna fix this. And so they're more like looking at the results instead of trying to help you resolve the question. So or the problem, trying to help you with the problem. So again, it's up to you to think outside of the box, think of an unconventional way to resolve the problem at hand, okay? And I think you will be able to resolve this problem, because even if you're not super passionate about it, but you'll be able to find a way, okay? Because you have great ability to do it. And again, the world is in your hand. Even if you're, even if things are out of control, like dropping the ball, I feel like, because it's coming down like this. It's almost like you're dropping the ball, but nope, you're still holding on to it, okay? You're still holding on to it. You still have that ability. You could do it, okay? So as for people looking to change job, I think maybe there's going to be, so first of all, at your current job, maybe there's still like things that's going to happen, and there's still going to be changes coming. So maybe you might want to wait a little bit to switch jobs, okay? And there might be a really good opportunity for you to come back up again, okay? But at the same time, because this is still about decision, there might be a really good opportunity to come into your way as well, okay? So you will have a really good a really good opportunity coming into your way. And at your current job, maybe things doesn't look so good at the moment, but again, there could be another opportunity to that's going to be offered to you at your current job as well. So you're going to have to weigh it out and see which opportunity benefits you the most, okay? And then make that final decision. So maybe you want to observe a little bit. Again, this is observing, okay? Standing there and just observe and see and weighing it out, okay? Which one gives you a better compensation, or give you a more worldly view, okay, so that you can expand your horizon, expand maybe your fame or your reach further, okay? So just maybe wait a little bit, okay? Just observe and wait a little. All right, so let's see what it says about your finance situation. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. All through pile number 3, all of your cards are reverse. All right. Okay. So Four of Swords in reverse. I think right now, Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords itself it's about, resting period, healing period. And I think with your money situation, finance situation, I think you're ready, okay? You've gone through the healing period, the waiting period already, okay? So now it's time to take action, okay? There's still a lot of things that you need to resolve. You need to take action, but you want to do it with logic, okay? Because it is the Swords card, okay? So I think you need to maybe start putting your thoughts into action. So maybe write down exactly how you are going to proceed to make your money situation better, and then and then put that into action, okay? And also, I think maybe you've been spending a lot, okay, impetuously, because this is in reverse. So what you need to do is just maybe you need to be a little bit more thrifty, the word for it. So yeah, just to watch out your spending a little bit, okay? Don't spend money that you don't have. Balance it out a little bit, okay? Only maybe spend on things that you really, really need, like food, okay? I think besides food, everything else is more like, you don't really need to buy clothes unless your clothes are all of your clothes are like holy or something like that, okay? Necessities, maybe like rent, okay? But even with that, I think you could find a cheaper place. Maybe you should start, if you're living alone, maybe now you should start looking for a roommate, things that you can help reduce your expense, okay? So put the stuff that you want to do in a plan of action, how you can reduce your spending, and then put that into action, okay? And I think that will help with changing your financial situation. And as for your investment, again, I think you need to reassess your plan of action, okay? The things that you thought was going to work but probably didn't, right? So now you need to reassess that, and then do a little bit of adjustments, and then and try it again. But I feel like just having this Four of Swords card, and whether it's upright or reverse, I think right now is probably not the best timing to invest, okay? So maybe you need to put a little bit of effort into saving up more money than to invest money, okay? And then until the situation gets better or the economy gets a little bit better, then you can invest the ones that you've been observing for a while and they're like good potential. Then you can get back into the game again, okay? So that's in regards to your finance situation, what you should do for pile number 3. And leave in the comment section below if this resonate with you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel and my videos. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. And lastly, we have pile number 4. And I do have to say, pile number 4, you are... all of your cards, look, you have 2 cards for all of the situations, which is super interesting. So let's take a look at your love situation. We have the 6 of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Swords, and both upright. That's awesome. Okay, so for the single people that are looking for a relationship, having these 2 cards, I think there is a chance, okay, having this one, the 6 of Pentacles, there is a chance of a possibility of a relationship coming in, but the only thing is that you can't not. You have to, because over here this is the Nine of Swords, right? So I think like you need to actually be more aggressive, okay? You need to make the move, okay? So if you are the one that's like sitting there begging for people to like notice you, to recognize like all these good things, all these good qualities you possess, then you're gonna miss out on opportunities, okay? You're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities. So if you see the person that you like, and then I think you need to make a decision really quickly that, do you want to give it a chance, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna have this, let the opportunity slip past you. It's gonna come and go the opportunity is gonna come really fast, okay? It's gonna come and go super fast. Also, There's another possibility with the Knight of Swords coming in, just because you have two different cards. There could be another way is that you guys are, the single people right now, there's too much things that you're working on right now. You might also be focusing on work, okay? So maybe love is not the primary things that you are concerned about, okay? And so, because of that, you're going to let that opportunity pass, because you're not putting a lot of focus on it. You, I guess if I put it in a really easy way, then it's just that you don't want it bad enough, okay? You probably think work is a little bit more important. Over here, you're weighing it out. So maybe you think money is a little bit more important than love. So, and then also here we have the Knight of Swords. It's being very logical, okay? Very logical and practical. There's no emotional, passionate card, okay? So you actually, after carefully weighing it, you feel like money is more important, work is more important, and so you let the chances go by you, okay? So if you do want it bad enough, then you probably should put that more as a priority, and maybe you should be the one that need to initiate it a little bit, okay? Instead of passively waiting for the person that you've been eyeing on to contact you or to ask you out and that kind of things. Initiating things doesn't mean that you're easy, okay? If you're a female or something like that and have that mindset, it doesn't mean you're easy. But if you're giving some a chance for that person to ask you out, okay? So yeah, just maybe you gotta change your mindset a little bit if that is the mindset, okay? If not, that's, that's great. All right, so let's see for people who are in a relationship right now. And I think right now you guys are in a pretty good, give and take relationship. However, it could also be that you guys' relationship is a little bit unbalanced, okay? You should balance it out a little bit, okay? So if one person feels like they're giving more than they're receiving, then maybe you should talk it out, okay? The Knight of Swords is about communication, and it's not about hiding your feelings. So you need to be very logical and very practical and just talk it out. If you guys are in a relationship and there's things that you're not satisfied with, okay? And if you feel like the give and take is not equal, then talk about it, talk it out, and I think you will actually resolve it pretty well. The reason being, again, we don't have any emotional cards. Both of you are very practical, very logical, and so I think you will resolve it in a very peaceful and logical and practical way, okay? And once you get that cleared out, I think you guys will have a really good relationship, and it's going to be pretty stable. So for people who are who are looking to reconciliate, okay? If you are looking to reconcile with your ex, having these two cards is, again, we don't have an emotional card or a passion card, okay? So both of you, again, are very practical and logical. So the chances of you getting back together, at least for this short time, I would say 1 to 6 months, is very less likely that you guys will be will get back together, okay? The reason being is that, I think, again, you guys, like what we said before, you guys are both very logical and practical. You probably waited out already, okay? Or your person waited out already. And so agreeing on separating, not be together anymore is probably after a very careful calculation, okay? And so I don't think either of you actually want to get back together. But if you are looking at it and the avivs that are watching this video, it's like, no, I did not agree to it, then your person, if they're the one that's like they said they want to be let's break up, and and then that's after careful calculation. It's probably very hard to change their mind, okay? Because once they said it already. And it could be because that it's not that you guys don't like each other anymore, okay? It's just that after weighing it out, there's a lot of things that you guys are not on the same level, and maybe there's some values that you guys don't see eye to eye. So there's just obstacles in the way that is very, very hard to overcome at the moment, okay? And so the likelihood of you guys getting back together is probably very, very slim. Maybe if you really want to get back together, I guess the only way is just give it time and see if the balance will come back and become more balanced, and see if your values will line up again, okay, in the future. But at the moment, it seems like there's a lot of things that you guys need to overcome. There's a lot of problems that you guys don't see eye to eye, or there's an imbalance of things. So and that's the reason why you guys are broken up. So reconciliate is probably going to be a little hard to get back together, but you guys could probably still stay friends, okay? So let's see about your work situation for pile number 4. And we have 7 of Cups and then the Star in reverse. Okay, so in regards to your work situation right now, with the 7 of Cups, it's that there's just, and then the Star in reverse, and what they have in common is that you need to set a goal, okay? Having a clear set of goal. I think there's too many distractions right now, okay, for pile number 4 in your work situation. There's things distracting you, and you don't know what you want, and you don't, maybe even like, at this job, you don't even know if this job is something that you wanted, okay? And if this is like the job that you like, and you're just doing it maybe for the money or something like that, okay? So you need to figure it out, like what it is that you really want, and then have like a clear set of goals, or one goal that you want to achieve, and then do it more practically, okay? Have a plan of action that you can actually do, okay? Because this is all about daydreaming, okay? About things like having like on these impractical things. It's great to have dreams, but now having dreams is great, but how to fulfill the dream and then make it into a reality, okay? The Star card is all about dreams come true, okay? And having it reverse is that it doesn't mean that your dreams will not come true. It's just that you need to follow through, okay? I think you're just too wishy-washy, or maybe you change your goal all the time. And maybe you look at something else that somebody else has, and you're thinking, oh my God, that looks great. Maybe that's what I want, okay? That looks easy. So you're trying to find like maybe the easy way out, okay? Maybe you think everything is, you think of all of the good things, like you see only the bright side of things, and then when it gets too complicated, too difficult, you try to run away from it too, okay? So now you really need to set a really clear goal and not run away from things, and just do it. That's how you're going to reach the goal that you wanted to do, okay, at work or maybe even school, okay? If you're being handed a project, I think you're going to be like, oh my God, you don't even know where to start, okay? So you need to figure it out where you want to start, okay? This is plan of action 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do it step by step, okay? The Star is like, you can't just wish upon the star and have it fulfilled, okay? You need to actually do the work. That's that's what I feel with the star reversed. Okay, so again, I think this has the similar energy that you're too dreamy. Okay, it could be good if you are a creative person. Okay, but even a creative person, say you're a writer, yeah, it's great to have all these creativity and stuff like that, but you still need to come sit down and write it down and do the work. Okay, so things are not gonna just appear out of nowhere, out of the clouds. Okay, you need to actually do the work for it to become a reality. That's what it is that I see with the cards. Okay, and I think for now, like or maybe you are surrounded by people who are all talk and no action. Okay, and they could be like that. Okay, so now you need to recognize that these people are just all talk and no action. And so then it's good if they're more like on the creative side, and they're like the ones that are giving ideas out and stuff like that. But you still need to find people who can make the ideas into a reality. Okay, so say if you are the owner of a company, and you hire people who, yeah, you need creatives who come up with the ideas, but then you also need people who can put those into action. Okay, and then make the dream come true. Okay, so again, it's that same, I feel like I'm repeating myself. So the dreamer part is not bad. Is that you need to have a clear goal and then do it. Okay, so, and then for people who are looking to change to a different job, again, it's the same thing. You need to figure out exactly what you want. Okay, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? Okay, what is that dream that you want to achieve? Sometimes we think we want something, but in reality, when we actually try to do it, we don't want it. We're like, oh, this is not what I expected. Okay, so if that is the case, it's okay. It's still a trial and error. Okay, but it's just gonna take a longer time to achieve that dream of yours if you keep thinking of looking at things from the shallow end, from all the bright and glittery ends. Okay, instead of thinking about like, how much effort am I willing to put in for my dreams to become a reality. Okay, so am I willing to give up to work 24 hours? Okay, because I want to be my own boss. Because when you become your own boss and a self-employed, or you open up your own company, yeah, you think, oh my god, I don't have to like share, give money to my bosses and all that stuff. But you're gonna be working around the clock. Okay, how much effort are you willing to put in? Okay, stop just thinking of like the glittery stuff. Okay, think of you need to really think of the details of things, and then how much effort you're willing to put in. Then you can have your dream come true. Okay, for your work situation. If you're trying to change to a new job, some things may look great on the outer appearance. Okay, or maybe you think that's what you wanted, but then once you go into it, you realize, oh my god, this is not what I wanted. Okay, so again, make the decision based off of more practical things instead of what you think you want. Okay, yes, you want to know what you're passionate about, but again, like I'm just repeating myself, you need to figure out how much effort are you willing to put in. And that's just like that strong message I'm getting out of the two cards. How much effort are you willing to put in to get what you want? Okay, because if it's something that you're passionate about, you don't care you have to work 24 hours, right? But if you hate that job, then even just 2 hours, you're thinking you're wasting your time. So I think that's a strong message for pile number 4 about your work situation, is figuring out what you want and then set the goal, and then put down the plan of action, and then how much effort are you willing to put in, and your dreams will come true. Okay, having the star is a great card. You will have your dream come true, but you just have to put in the work. All right, so let's see for your finance situation. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse, and then the King of Cups in reverse. In regards to your finance situation, having the 10 of Swords and did I say 9 of Swords earlier? I meant 10 of Swords. King of Cups. These both of these cards are reversed, and they're actually the last card in its respective suit. King of Cups and then the 10 of Swords. It's like, I think you're coming out of like a cycle right now, but so it's you know, there's a new beginning coming, but this current situation right now that you're in, I would say that it's still like not the greatest, because the King of Cups is about, you know, in regards to your finance situation, I think it's telling you to not be too emotional about this, okay? Because over here is about emotional stability. So having this reverse, I feel like maybe you're getting too emotional right now about your finance situation. So if, for example, maybe you've already invested so much money into it, and you're like, you're very, very attached to it right now, and you're like, okay, no, it's almost like that gambler, the psychology, okay, the gambler mind is like, okay, I've already put in so much money, this is one last time I'm gonna win it all back, okay? Maybe you need to cut your loss and not think that, okay? Right now it's that, because the 10 of Swords, it's coming, the Swords is coming out, okay? So the situation will get better, but first of all, you need to cut your loss. You need to get out of the situation, okay? It might look great it might seem like, oh my God, I still have a chance. But in reality is that you probably should just really cut your loss and then just save up, okay? Instead of trying to invest more into it. I think right now is not the best time to save, okay? Not to say the best time to invest in anything right now. I don't think this energy you are in right now is a great energy to be in, to have a really good investment return, okay? You need to probably wait it out a little bit, okay? And it could also be because, you know, you trusted the wrong people. Now, you know, to invest in things, okay? Having all these swords stabbing you in the back, right? So now it's giving you a chance to come out of it, okay? So maybe you need to cut your loss and just take whatever remaining money that you have and then just save it for now, okay? And wait until a better timing, and then you can reinvest, or, you know. So I feel like for pile number 4's finance situation right now, it doesn't look too good. I think you need to do the safer route, okay? The safer route where you save, okay? Save it. And if you have money in like investments and stuff like that, maybe it's time to cut your loss and get the money out, okay? And save it until the better time in the economy or something like that, to put it back into an investment, okay? And right now, use the time to observe what is good, to observe the next trend, okay? So that's what I see for pile number 4's finance situation. And put it in the comment section below if this resonates with you or not. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel and my video. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.